Welcome, everybody! Welcome to Chaos Jeopardy! We have our wonderful guests, all of whom happen to be musicians, and a lot of these questions are sort of geared in that direction. I hope that you are all excited, and I'll toss it back to our host, Mira Reeds.
Thank you so much, Tom. Tom was enormously helpful in putting this together. Several of these questions are ones that I came up with, but most of them were Tom. We have Glidus from YouTube and also Australia.
Those are the two places I'm from.
Is not a third one?
Perth.
No, Melbourne. Or how do you say it in Australia?
Melbourne.
Melbourne.
Melbourne in the sixth book, probably.
We also have Nick Lutsko, who is from both the internet and from Chattanooga.
From the Taj Mahal to Chattanooga.
That's correct. Yeah, Chattanooga, Tennessee, America.
I just came back from America, actually.
What were you doing here?
A bunch of stuff. Meeting some YouTube folks, meeting some old authors in the desert.
Did you get to the Waffle House?
Yeah, I did. I ate at Waffle House in Atlanta at 2 a.m. Real cultural experience there.
It's an important rite of passage to eat at a Waffle House at 2 a.m.
Did a fight break out, or did you not experience?
We didn't have like a serious fight.
The Song of Ice and Fire YouTuber most likely to get in a fight at a Waffle House.
Blimbus.
Tom, show me Blimbus.
But wait a minute, did you have a regular fight in a Waffle House?
No, it was like, just a like banter.
That's actually one of the interview questions when you go to work at Waffle House. They ask if you know how to fight. So this is Zach. Tom and Zach together form the Interesting Nerd Club, where they do Song of Ice and Fire theories. Zach is also Datura Lacroye, but not like the beverage.
Not like the beverage, but like the plant, which you shouldn't eat any part of at all. And I am from the internet. I am also from Buffalo, New York, having recently returned from a long sabbatical in Philadelphia. I didn't get to fight Rocky Balboa, though. So, I didn't accomplish all my goals.
What was the point?
I know.
He was waiting for you at the Waffle House.
I should have known.
So our categories this evening are the Bestagons, which I believe is Name That Hexagon. Is that right, Tom?
I'm going to give you a hexagon. You need to tell me where that hexagon is, where you might find that hexagon.
Oh.
Pop culture puns, SCPs, which Tom will explain when that comes up, sheet music, which is exactly what it sounds like, music, comma, in theory, and who's that Pokemon?
It's going to play a little bit differently than normal Jeopardy. We're going to be going in an order through our players so that we don't have to deal with buzzer delay.
So I think we should go Zach, Nick, Glidus, because Zach has done this before, and I'm fine with Glidus going last. So now, starting with Zach, where would you like to go on the board?
Considering I've written a few, let's try SCPs to see if Tom slipped in a cameo.
In the SCP category, we are going to give you a description in the vein of the SCP Foundation, which is sort of like like an internet horror collection. SCP stands for Secure Containment Protocol. There's a bunch of like interesting magical and spooky things that are kept in like a big facility. These are real things in the style of the SCP Foundation. You need to tell us what the real thing is.
Oh boy, this is a fun twist.
For 200.
Object class safe. SCP-GM6 is a stack of approximately 1,650 8.5 by 11 standard pieces of paper in Santa Fe, New Mexico. The papers exhibit the anomalous property of changing whenever their contents are speculated on. Researcher Preston Blank believes that the completion of the manuscript would fix this property.
We're taking turn order and not buzzing in, right?
All yours. All yours.
What is the Winds of Winter?
That is correct. It is the Winds of Winter.
This is the best description of the Winds of Winter I've ever heard in my life.
That was good.
Zach, you picked a good one.
I know where the bangers are hidden. I can sense it.
I have great news. The bangers are everywhere.
I'm not going to say that's what she said.
You told me that I had to take out that category.
I did. But I have editing power. But so anyway, Nick, where would you like to go on the board? And I promise that these are not all Game of Thrones, Song of Ice and Fire. Most of them are not.
I'm going to do music and theory for $400.
For 400, here we go.
This song by Grigori Ligeti, which I hope to God I'm pronouncing correctly, is scored for exactly 100 of this instrument, which are collectively played by no musicians.
What is a? Oh my God, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. What is a violin?
That's a good guess, but not what we're looking for. Glidus, I believe you're next in turn rotation. Would you like to take a guess?
This is really annoying because I definitely have known this, but I've completely spaced. And I'm thinking something like, what is a chair?
Also a good guess.
I would like to hear that song, though.
Zach, you have an opportunity to answer.
I would love to hear a song played at 100 chairs, but the only instrument I can think of that has no musicians is a wind chime, so that's my guess.
Another fantastic guess, but not what we're looking for. No points for that one.
Oh, so we're not losing points?
Oh, no. Nobody loses points in this version of Jeopardy.
So 100 metronomes?
Mm-hmm. 100 metronomes.
Are they playing the same thing?
Or are they all slightly out of time?
I'm not sure. So I reached out to a friend of my dad's because I wrote a few of these and then I was like, I don't have 5. Let's ask someone smarter than I am.
I do think 100 violins played by people that don't know how to play them might be one of the most appalling sounds ever to be. That's actually an interesting experiment. I'd love to hear what that sounds like.
The 100 people playing violin who don't know how to play it reminds me of the joke of Radiohead playing anyone can play guitar, but they hand out a guitar to everybody in the audience to try and play along.
Have you heard H Jon Benjamin's jazz album where he plays piano?
Yeah, it's very good.
H Jon Benjamin from Archer?
I'm definitely missing that blood. Maybe if I drank some of Cyril's blood, I'd... Wait, what am I saying? I don't even know his blood type.
Yeah, the voice actor.
Bob's Burgers, thank you.
I'm not leaving any stone unturned, Len. They're all gonna be turned. All the stones!
He's the coach in home movies, right?
Brendan, try these leaves. They're poisonous.
Actually, he's the tin of beans in Wet Hot American Summer, so... I first became aware of H. Jon Benjamin from his role as a tin of beans in Wet Hot American Summer.
This is the second time we've done this.
Actually, he's H. Jon Benjamin from John Benjamin Has a Van, thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Jon Benjamin, and I have a band.
Every time Glidus comes over, we have an H. Jon Benjamin segment. I hope you all enjoy it. It's my favorite part. So I guess, Glidus.
All right, squad.
Where would you like to go on the board?
Give me sheet music for 400.
For 400, we're going to show you a piece of sheet music. You need to tell us the name of the song.
Oh, God.
All right, here we go for 400.
Oh, what is All Star by Smash Mouth?
That is absolutely correct. This is All Star by Smash Mouth. I was so worried nobody was going to get any of these.
Slight correction. The song's actually in G flat, not G.
I encourage you to take that up with Google Images.
You're telling me somebody on MuseScore got something wrong?
Damn, no way.
Very well done, Glidus. Yeah, the 2 non-musicians in the room are the ones putting together the questions, so I'm sure this will all go swimmingly.
This is also where I admit to being not great at reading sheet music. Because of that, I'm going to take sheet music for 200.
Nice.
For 200 points.
Because I think I know what it would be. Oh, I was wrong. Written by Koji Kono, arranged by Kim. Wait. Do. Is that? No. Do. Wait. Do. Yeah, that's got to be a Super Mario Bros. Theme.
This is the Doug theme, Zach. You're doing
the
the
Doug theme?
Zach, I'm sorry. Deliver your answer one more time.
Is this the Super Mario Bros. Theme?
This is the Super Mario Brothers theme, yes.
I'm not that bad at it. I'm not that bad at reading sheet music.
You got
That's
there
pretty good.
immediately, no hesitation, and then you started to second guess yourself.
That is everything I do in my life.
Nick, where would you like to go on the board?
All right, I'm going to go pop culture puns for 200.
For 200 points.
A short-range handheld radio is used to communicate between denizens of Endor's moons.
A short-range handheld radio. I'm not smart or funny or nerdy enough for any of these categories, it turns out.
I've got brains and a good sense of humor. I've got strength. I'm not a loser. I had a lizard, but I lost it in the sewer. Give me a show on Nick Jr.
Yeah, I guess I'm passing.
I'm going to say, what is an e-walkie-talkie?
An e-walkie-talkie.
There we go.
Correct
Yeah.
That's so terrible. You should feel really bad about that, Tom.
I don't. feel really good.
I saw that and I immediately know Tom wanted to say Ewok talking.
All right, then Glidus, it is your turn.
I want to see what the bestagons are about, so give me that for 200.
All right, we're going to show you a picture of a hexagon. You need to tell us where that hexagon is, where you might find that hexagon. Where might you find this hexagon? Where might you find these hexagons?
I'm just going to say, what is the Galapagos Islands?
You would find these too. You would find them on the Galapagos Islands. That's correct. I like this category. This category.
Okay. I think I'm getting the character of that category.
All right, Zach, where would you like to go?
Who's that Pokemon for 600?
Ooh.
For 600, bear in mind, this category is a little tricky. Who's that Pokemon?
Who is doing this pose? Is that... No, it can't be.
I swear I'm better at poker than this.
The thing on top originally had me thinking was Elena Tyrell, but I don't think that's the case.
Zach, I need an answer.
I'm going to go with Captain Catherine Janeway and be wrong.
That's a phenomenal guess, but not what I'm looking for. These may not all be Pokemon. They may just be
Or
other stuff.
probably none of them are actually Pokemon.
Tom's the kind of person who will put one Pokemon in this category.
Damn it. I was really looking forward to flexing my Pokemon knowledge.
Who is Jeff Goldblum?
This is not That's a good guess. I say he has some Jeff Goldblum shapes for sure. Glidus, do you have a guess?
Who is Willy Wonka as portrayed by Gene Wilder?
This is Willy Wonka. That is
yeah,
absolutely correct. There he is. Nick, I believe it's your go.
Who's the Pokemon for 200?
For 200, who's that Pokemon?
Oh, yeah. Fry from Futurama. Who is Fry?
Philip Trey Fry. That is correct.
My hero.
Oh, my God.
Take my money.
Yeah.
Glidus, where are we going?
Let's give me the 400 Pokemon.
For 400, who's that Pokemon?
Who's Gonzo? Is this Gonzo?
Gonzo from the Muppets?
Yeah.
No, not what I see how you got there, but that's not what I'm looking for.
I thought about doing a Muppet category. It almost happened.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 100 Muppet Challenge.
Oh, yeah, Zach, what you got?
Is this the This Is Fine Dog?
That is the This Is Fine Dog.
Fuck. I didn't recognize him without the fire.
Yeah. All right, Zach, I believe it is your go now. Where are we going?
Let's do pop culture puns for 1,000.
Oh, goodness.
Whoa.
For 1,000 points.
For 1,000 points, a 10-foot marine mammal inherits a famous fashion and pop culture magazine.
10-foot marine mammal inherits a
10-foot.
This one sucks.
It's not Free Willy Vogue. I know that.
Free Willy Vogue is a good answer, but not what I'm looking for.
Free Willy Vogue should be the title of your next album.
Yes.
I'll put it into consideration.
Willy Vogue is the main character. Nick, do you have a guess?
10 feet is pretty specific. And the thing is about marine mammals is like, I don't know, a dolphin could be 20 feet for all I know. A dolphin's probably about 6 feet, right? But like an orca could be, I don't know, that could be 10 foot, that could be 20 foot.
I believe according to Wikipedia, the size range is between 8 and 13 feet.
For this specific marine
For
mammal.
this particular creature.
Okay, now I know. That narrowed it down.
This is the 1,000-point question, and it's stupid.
Man, oh man, oh man.
Nick, I'm sorry, I'm going to need an answer.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't have one.
No problem. This one's bad. Glidus, do you have a guess?
Manatee Fair.
Oh my god!
Oh, wow, there you go.
Unbelievable!
How did you get that?
Ridiculous!
So I was pretty sure it was going to be a dugong or a manatee.
Yeah, that was my train of thought of like, okay, going whale, dolphin, like that's a red herring. There's got to be another marine mammal that I'm missing, and you nailed it.
I just don't think about magazines often. I was like, what Cosmopolitan, Vogue,
I was thinking GQ.
People.
Yeah, I couldn't even think of one. He said Vogue, and I was like, oh, Vogue. He named the one fashion magazine.
Yeah, I play tested the ones that Tom wrote, And I came up with the same thing. I was like, the only magazine I know is Vogue. So I think I did say something like Dolphin Vogue, which, not knowing Manatee and living in Florida, is kind of a...
Isn't Manatee Fair a BoJack Horseman joke?
Is that a BoJack Horseman?
It sounds like it should be one.
Not, it should be.
If so, I'm once again angry that someone else came up with the joke.
Don't worry, because if you came up with it first, the BoJack writer is kicking themselves that they finished the whole show without making it.
All right. I believe it is Nick's go.
I'll do the Bestigons for 400.
For 400 points. Where can you find these?
Oh, the Settlers of Catan.
You're absolutely correct.
Very nicely done.
Find those hexagons in Catan.
Very good. That's like the one board game that me and my wife play. Like, we've been playing for like 10 years.
It is one of my favorite games. Zach and I went to college together. We have taken part in some truly legendary games of Catan. All right, Glidus, I believe it's your pick.
The music in theory for 200 is just sitting there, and I need to get rid of it.
I'm so glad to hear you say that, because I had been thinking the same thing.
Really important that just goes.
All right.
What is
Composed in
433?
Thanks, Glidus.
Sorry, do you want to read it?
For any folks in the audience who might be listening to this like a podcast, composed in 1952, this John Cage piece could be performed on any instrument in any location at any time, though you'll most often hear it in classrooms and at misinformed Simon and Garfunkel tributes.
The Sound of Silence.
So here's a fun little peek behind the curtain. I also play tested Mira's questions, and I thought that the music theory questions might be close to ungettable, and I'm glad to see that that's not the case.
That sounds like a meme.
Yeah.
Is that song a meme?
And I'm gonna make this a little inside baseball here. So there should be a comma. Music in theory. So things that are like, music adjacent, but people might,
Both of these have been more music history than music theory. So yeah, it's not strictly like about music theory, this category.
What was the first one? That was the one about metronomes, right? That no one got.
Yeah.
I see, yeah.
It's things that are questionably music, although I would say they both are.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
I'm getting it.
Exactly.
So my composition degree is not going to help here.
Commas and semicolons are not my best. I've never been good at perforation. Zach, it is your pick.
I'm enjoying the music and theory categories. Let's go for 600.
For 600. Funk.
This instrument is capable of instilling great fear in people, especially when they can't hear it.
Is it a whistle? I presume that they're dog whistles you can't hear.
That is a really good guess. I think you're probably on the right track, but not what we were looking for. So we're moving on to Nick.
Actually, my daughter, we just had her 3rd birthday, and someone got her this little fairy, whatever it was turned off, and my wife and I heard this ear-piercing, high-pitch frequency, and we were like running around the house like mad people trying to find it, and we finally found it. It was turned off, and it was like very hot, and it was making this horrible sound. It was like a dog whistle. We had to pull the batteries out, and we threw it in the trash. Anyways, I'm going to say, what is that random fairy toy that my daughter got at her birthday?
That is horrifying.
That's correct.
Did I get it?
No.
But it's true. It is terrifying. It instills fear, and especially, yeah.
Yeah, and it was one of those things where, like, did I just, like, develop tinnitus?
What the hell?
I'm sorry. Seriously.
Or am I going insane? Or, like, and then she was like, no, I'm totally hearing it, too.
Yeah, there are a number of kids' toys that turn out to be, like, surprisingly dangerous. Like, we have this baby shark thing.
Oh, yeah, the bathtub toy. I have that same thing, and it makes really weird, scary sounds. Like, it'll start flopping around in the middle of the night. Is that what you're talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mine does that, too. Is it Daddy Shark, the blue one?
Oh, we have the baby shark. We have the yellow one.
Oh, okay. I got the Daddy Shark because I thought it was unfair for my kid to get all the baby stuff. I thought we need some daddy representation in this house.
Extremely respectable. Glidus, do you have a guess?
Yeah, you probably want an answer from me, and I have no idea, but it makes me think of like how the high frequency range of your hearing degrades with age. But what specific instrument is going to produce those high sounds? Like, it reminds you of your age and how that's terrifying. So I'm just gonna say the baritone saxophone.
I'm scared when I can't hear it. I need to hear that, Barry.
Greasy Rick on the bass guitar.
We were moving in the right direction. We were looking for what is an organ. That I found this out from a mystery book when I was a kid, and I hope it's true since I included it. That the very lowest notes on the organ apparently are the frequency is too low for humans to hear, but apparently like it causes like an anxiety response.
That is true depending on how large the organ is, like how low it goes.
I feel like I should get points for the fairy toy. Actually, I don't because I heard it. Like that's though that was kind of antithetical to the premise anyway. So
The fear comes from being able to hear it.
yeah.
Well, if it was hot,
It was barely perceptible. Yeah.
and even with the organs, because I was watching a video about like why organs are scary. You could kind of hear it rattling.
Was it the sideways video?
It was the sideways video.
Yeah, it's a good fucking video.
If you've never been in a room and listened to one of these things play, it is a visceral reaction. Because it's not just that they're loud, but they can achieve incredibly low pitches, lower than what humans can hear.
I recommended it to Tom, and then he wouldn't watch it.
And what I said was I have a lot of videos in the hopper right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of videos on YouTube. I haven't even watched like half of them.
There's like hundreds.
Start in sequential order with me at the zoo and then work through every upload in order.
I started at the beginning, and I'm on like the apparently kid. That's where I'm at.
Apparently, the frequency is too low for humans to hear, but apparently.
And I believe on that note, Nick, it is your go.
I'm gonna do who's that Pokemon for 1,000.
For 1,000 points.
Ooh.
Who's that Pokemon?
It looks like an anime of some kind, which I'm not familiar with. I don't know who is Bulma.
That's a good guess. Not what I'm looking for. Glidus, do you have a pull?
It looks a bit like, oh god, what's the name? Edward Elric from FMA.
It
But I don't
does
think it
look
is.
like Edward Elric. It's not what I'm looking for, but it does look a lot like this is a Full Metal Alchemist person for sure.
Fuck.
Oh no.
All right, Zach, you got a guess?
I'm gonna watch Full Metal Alchemist.
Damn it.
They look small, so I'm gonna say that it's Mokuba from Yu-Gi-Oh, but he got a haircut.
another good guess. This is the girl hiding from Terminator.
Fucking hell.
The girl hiding from the Terminator?
This is the girl hiding from Terminator. In the girl hiding from Terminator meme. There's a theme to this category.
I'm very upset that the anime title category wasn't there because I found out a way to Sean Connery it.
You're gonna have to explain that joke, Zach.
For the folks at home who don't understand the joke.
Celebrity Jeopardy was a bit that was played on Saturday.
You set me up to say, I'll take anime tit less for 1,000, and I didn't get a chance to say it.
I was going to say SNL is a great segue. Nick here, Nick Lutsko, who's a first-time guest on the show, has an SNL program. Nick, if you wanted to tell us a bit about it.
Yeah, it's an hour-long variety show. It's called Saturday Nick Lutsko. It airs on Saturday nights, but it's only happened 3 times. But yeah, I'm the star and the creator and the writer and the director and all those other things. It also has a cast of Desmond, the gremlin human hybrid from Gremlins 3, a saxophone playing cowboy in my band called Cowboy John, my undead trumpet player Gen Z Asa, Greasy Rick, who has been infected by a computer virus, and Adam, our drummer, who's just a regular guy. Anyways, yeah, it's on YouTube. It's free. Speaking of Sean Connery, I have a record called Swords. The original title was Sideshow, but I accidentally kept naming all of the songs words that started with the letter S. But my drummer made the joke about changing the title of the album to Swords, which comes from one of those Sean Connery bits where he said swords for however many dollars.
I'll take S words for 600, please.
Yes.
It was S words and he said swords.
But I didn't know that existed when I called the album Swords. I thought Adam was the first one to think of that.
I find that like deeply intellectually frustrating when I think of something really funny and then I find that someone else has thought of that funny thing before.
Isn't Manatee Fair a
BoJack Horseman joke?
It's so rude.
It's preposterous.
The worst thing is when everyone has thought of it.
It was a tragedy when I realized there was already a song called It's Hard Out There for a Simp.
I like this stuff we do.
10 out of 10 recommend.
Glidus, whenever you're ready.
There's a hole there that needs popping, but I'm not going to do it. Let's do sheet music for 600.
Sheet music for 6. How about this one?
That's Megalovania.
That is Megalovania. That is absolutely Megalovania.
Wow.
I immediately saw the do.
Zach was looking for it.
I still don't know what that is. I think that's the third time I've heard one of you mention it.
It's just 4 interesting notes. Zach, would you like to continue the category?
Yeah, give me sheet music 800.
For 800. How about this one?
Oh boy, hold on.
Oh, we've got clef changes.
Oh, we do have clef changes.
There's some hints. It's gettable.
I did actually have a guess for this one. It was wrong, but all the other sheet music ones, I had absolutely no idea.
Yours was a good guess.
A lot of whole note chords there. And the bass is doing a octave thing? I wish those names meant something to me.
Zach, I need an answer whenever you're ready.
The only one I'm thinking of is Kids by MGMT, but that's not their names. But that is my guess.
Good guess, not what I'm looking for. Nick.
I'm fully just going to go off of what Zach just said and try to think of a song with an octave bass line. 1985 by Paul McCartney and Wings.
I like that as a guess. That's not what I'm looking for, but I see how you got there. Glidus, how about you?
Okay. I'm noticing that this melody does huge jumps. It goes A, G sharp, A, and then that syncopated figure in the first bar of the second system there is bum bum bum. This is Take on Me.
This is Take on Me. This is absolutely Take on Me, made famous.
And then
by
I check the names up the top. Yeah, that sounds Norwegian.
Absolutely.
That's fantastic, Glidus.
Take on Me. All right. I believe it is Nick's pick.
Nick's pick. All right. The best of gone 600.
For 600, where would you find these hexagons?
The Shining. What is The Shining?
That is correct.
I can't believe I forgot what it's called. Do you guys know what the place in Colorado that the actual Overlook Hotel is based on?
I knew it at some
I
point.
stayed there and I can't believe I forgot what it's called.
How is it?
It was fine. It was kind of eerie. The Stanley, that's what it's called. The Stanley Hotel.
Yeah.
The pipes didn't work. The toilet didn't work. And I don't take responsibility for that.
Glidus, can I interest you in a category?
Give me SCPs for 400.
For 400 points.
Object Class Euclid. Caution. SCP-8U-1M4 is a Japanese anime which ran from 1989 to 1996. The anime appears to exhibit mild mimetic properties. It inspired many other battle shonen anime and a successful parody series, despite containing only one repeated identical scene of 2 aliens screaming.
What is Dragon Ball Z?
This is Dragon Ball. That's the correct answer. I worked so hard on this category, you guys. You have no idea.
He did, and I almost vetoed it. I was like, "This is too weird, and no one's gonna know what's going on." But then I was like, "Well, I suppose that is what chaos is." Zach, where would you like to go on the board?
Let's do SCPs for 800.
I have great news. That's a
800.
daily double,
Oh, wow.
which means it's time for a mini game.
Yay! Zach did say 800, but we'll do the mini game.
Oh, that doesn't sound correct. We can fix that in post, right?
Yeah, we'll just dub it. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Let's do SCPs for 600.
There we go. Now we'll be on.
The last game, Tom and I both had to redub a couple of lines. Tom sounded fine. Mine did not. I was using a different microphone, so it was super, super obvious. And the old man award goes to random internet guy.
These are the categories. They are pretty fun. I'm particularly fond of band logos and horsing around.
Let's blow through band logos.
Just the one category?
Yeah.
Is that allowed?
It's Chaos Jeopardy. We could do whatever we want.
Yeah, true.
I designed albums for you guys. So if you think there's anything wrong with them, just tell me.
All right, let's do it.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just go in order here. Let's start with 200.
Zach, I'm pretty sure this is good.
I'm pretty sure that's Rumors by Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
No, it's Weed Good Zach.
It's Reefer.
Black Reefer. It's definitely Reefer, not Rum. I like how you photoshopped in little blunts in their mouths. Nice touch.
Wait, that's not on the original album.
Oh no, that's
Spiritually, that's in the original album, but not literally.
Did you superimpose the testicles as well?
No, those are in the original.
Yeah.
We're about to Mandela affect some people.
Yeah.
Oh boy. You're right, Zach. I think that does look a little bit like Fleetwood Mac's Rumors. Damn it, you're right.
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic about the testicles, and now I have to go look.
No, yeah, they're real. They were there.
Oh, okay.
Nick, what do you think? I made you this album. What do you think of this album?
Mira Reed's Fairy Magic. I like it. It's Pink Floyd The Wall, right?
Damn it, you're right. It does look a lot like Pink Floyd's The Wall. Damn it.
I'm gonna have to start all over.
Back to the drawing board.
Glidus, I'm very glad that the turn order worked out like this because I made this one for me.
Is that right? You made that for you.
Yeah, I made this for me. What do you think?
Back in Black. Unfortunately, this looks a lot like some art that my friend Amelia drew from an album by the Beggar King called Songs Before the Fall.
Ah, damn it. You're
Available
right.
now
It does
on all
look a little bit
platforms.
It does.
Oh yeah, we had Nick talk about his projects. I don't think we've heard about Materia.
Yeah, I want to hear about Materia.
Oh, right. Okay, so
Is that your album?
that's my solo EP. I'm working on an album at the moment, though.
Cool.
And I'm also working on a new album with my band, Materia. We released our first album in November 2022, and we have an EP coming up at some point this year. I don't know.
Nice.
And I'm also working on all these a cappella tracks. Because House of the Dragon didn't have its own theme song, I decided to record my own.
You didn't think I was actually going to do that, right?
It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you.
And that involved doing a cappella versions of a bunch of bangers from like 80s, 70s rock canon, you know.
Oh, nice. How do you spell Materia?
It's the word material without the L.
I see. Okay.
Good luck finding us.
Don't say it like that.
I found you.
You guys pop up.
Yeah?
Yeah, I just found you. First thing came up on unless there's another Materia.
I'm sure there is.
You don't have a song called 50 Shades of Bass?
No, unfortunately. I'll tell the boys we need to do that, though. Our album is called Everything Ends.
So make your amends because everything ends.
Oh wow! Here's some beans that I haven't spilled. My new album's called Ends. Maybe we should do. Oh yeah, I found you. I'll check this out. I'll sing your song next time.
I would love that.
I'll have to write it down.
Nick, I know you've been kind of on a social media hiatus, and I've been privy to some of what you've been doing, but I don't know if you want to tell everybody else about it.
I've been working on a new album. I really kind of made it my full-time thing last fall, and I kind of finished actually writing it within the last month or so. And now it's just full-time, kind of like we're trying to get a bunch of music videos made. And but yeah, it's just all about, it's my first collection of songs since I've become a dad, and it's just kind of about, it's definitely one of the more like introspective personal projects I've done. But I'm really excited about it. I feel like it's coming together really well. I'm finally starting to get album art ready, and like things are just starting to like actually, it's starting to feel real a little bit, which is cool.
Hell yeah.
Please plug your upcoming project.
Datura Lacroye is my music name. A lot of you probably know me from the Interesting Nerd Club over here with Tom that I do. Just hold on. Hold on. Let's do wait. Is it possible? No, I can't do that.
Okay.
I have a cover album coming out in the next few months here called The Cafe on Campus, which is songs inspired by last album, And this fall, I have a completely new genre album original coming out called The Boyfriend from Beyond. That is going to be a mix of like 2000s pop music and horror music. So if you like either of those things, you should check it out. It'll be right in time for Halloween, hopefully.
Hell yep.
Hell yep. And for everybody in the audience, there will be links to Nick Lutsko's YouTube channel, Interesting Nerd Club, Glidus, Materia, anything else you guys want me to. There will be a lot of links in the description. It will be all links.
All right, we got 2 more. Just shout them out. Nick, I made you this.
Yeah.
You should do that.
Self-titled. Beatles self-titled.
They call it the White Album because they're
Yeah,
boring.
okay, all right. Bam, I don't know who gets points. I've gone insane. Glidus, I made this for you.
Oh, it's David Bowie Blackstar.
Yeah, right, it is.
Nice. I love Bowie.
Yeah, there you go.
What's your Bowie album?
Oh my god.
It's a good album.
That's his last album.
Yeah, it's a good one to go out
Didn't he
on.
die like 3 days later or something?
He did, yeah. That was spooky. It seemed like that was on purpose or something.
Yeah.
Mira, would you like to do the announcing for this game, and I will do the clicking through?
Remind me which one it is, and then yes.
I will keep track of scores. Bam!
Oh, here we go.
Oh boy.
So we have,
no.
I believe, 6 names of things that are either real indie bands or indie bands that we made up that are not real, but might be real, that we just weren't able to find them.
Yeah.
And I did my due diligence, but the fact that there are bands in here does not mean I endorse anything that they may or may not have done. I am unaware of any reason that anyone shouldn't be in here, but if they did, look, sometimes it's hard to do research.
This game is really 2 people who know very little about music trying to write fun, interesting questions for 3 people who know a lot about music. So that's that. So I guess we'll go in normal gameplay order then. I guess, Zach.
Would it be all right? And let me know if you think this is going to work. Can we have everyone just give us like thumbs up and thumbs down, and I'll record everyone's scores?
Oh, that's better. I like that better.
All right. So here is our first one. Give us a thumb up if you think it is an indie band, a thumbs down if you think it is not. Okay? Here you go. Here's your first one. Bam.
The Weekenders. So we've got Zach with a thumbs up, Glidus with a thumbs up, and Nick with a thumbs up.
No, I'm so sorry. This was a Disney Channel show. This is a short-lived Disney Channel show from the early 2000s.
Fuck, I remember that.
It looks good.
No points for that one.
Man.
It looks like it's called the Weenders.
They're really into ween.
They really like Ocean Man.
That could be like a cover band, like a Ween cover band, just add some extra E's.
Ween.
The one person who's going to comment, hey, I named my band The Weekenders, and I'm upset that Tom didn't find me on Spotify.
Yeah, right.
Fight us in the comments. All right, moving along.
Tongue of the Fat Man.
Tongue of the Fat Man.
Zach and Nick say yes. Glidus says yes.
We have 3 thumbs up. No, I'm so sorry. This is an Activision video game developed for the Commodore 64.
Whenever, like, I shot it up quick, like, it's got it, and I feel like, and I did this for you guys, because the thumbs went up on Weekenders, and I was like, they seem like they know I can't go down.
Yeah, no, I definitely got peer pressured into that one.
I feel like I need to, like, do something like this to kind of really...
I'm just gonna rapidly thumbs up everything and, like, peer pressure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like it's better if we're in this together.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
It's a team effort.
Hive mind, yeah. Maybe we do kind of consult.
This always happens during Jeopardy.
Yeah, I think you have discovered kind of the central thesis of any game that Tom makes, and by extension, a game that I make. It really does become the players versus the host. Yeah, the Silver Sun pickups. All 3 say yes, it's a real indie band.
We have 3 yeses. Yes, this is a real indie band. Absolutely.
You're in Guitar Hero.
I wanted to throw at least one decently easy one in there, but I also don't know anything any of the time.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, how about
Goose Island?
I love that. I want that to be real, but I'm going to stick with the pack.
All 3 players say no, not a real indie band.
We have 3 down votes and 3 correct. That is an island in the Long Island Sound.
That's cute.
Isn't that a brewery?
No, it is a $13 million private island.
It's totally a brewery. When you Google Goose Island, it's the first thing that pops up.
Doesn't sound right.
Okay, so today we learned that Zach is using Google.
Zach's Googling in the game! Wait, this is Chaos Jeopardy. Can we take his points away?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah! Let's go! All right, how many was that? That was 4. It is tied at 2-all, by the way. What about this one?
Tegan and Sarah, all 3 say yes, this is an indie band.
3 ups. I can't sneak them past you guys.
Tom, I knew that one.
I didn't know that one.
How do you not know? Oh. Okay.
Lord, everything is awesome from the Lego movie.
Oh, really?
I know only the things I know and very little else.
That's fair. That is true and fair.
All right, last question. It's tied at 3 right now. You guys ready?
Let's see who we got. Oh, indie band. BANNED.
Oh, they're splitting it.
Nick says no. Zach says yes.
What do I do?
Whose homework are you going to copy off of?
I'm going to trust Nick.
Yeah, Nick seems more confident. Glidus says no.
We have 2 correct answers. This is a horse. This is a racing horse. A British racing horse.
That is a great idea. Racehorse or indie band. That's fantastic.
Which performed 10th out of 11 in one race in 2010.
Nice.
That's amazing.
This concludes our mini game.
What did he do?
Each of you guys is going to get.
No, I mean the horse. What did it do? Was it juicing?
I haven't been gotten like that in a long time.
You know, all the horses used to juice. They were all on like crazy elixirs and potions that probably had amphetamines in them, like back in the 30s and stuff.
We can get an indie band cameo. Tom, do you have like a glue stick nearby?
Yeah!
That was not nice. I'm cutting that.
What was
it?
Zach made a glue joke.
We have to reference that joke 3 or 4 more times over the course of the recording.
So that she can't edit it out.
In the middle of a really funny bit.
I'm not including animal cruelty jokes unless they're really, really funny.
See, do you see what you've done?
Fuck.
It doesn't need to have died a cruel death to have been turned into glue. It could have died peacefully at home.
Yeah, but you know it did.
Yeah, well, it was a racing horse. Of course it died a horrible death. They all do.
All right. For winning that mini game, Nick and Glidus both get 1,000 points.
Wow.
And Zach loses 200.
Damn.
Why again?
Because I corrected you.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right. So I think Zach selected, so now it's Nick's turn. Where would you like to go on the board?
I'm going to do Who's That Pokemon for 800.
For 800 points, who's that Pokemon?
Oh, yeah, that's SpongeBob SquarePants.
That is indeed SpongeBob SquarePants. There he is. Glidus, where are we going?
Give me 400 pop culture puns.
Pop culture puns for 400.
A notable airbender born in the 50s is used as a ranged weapon.
An airbender born in the 50s? Oh, it's a boomerang.
It is a boomerang. Yes, it is in fact a boomerang.
Oh, he's a boomer. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't get that either.
I believe it's Nick's go.
All right. Oh, boy. I'll go with the last hexagon.
For 800, where can you find this hexagon?
Oh, that's Jupiter.
I'm so sorry. This hexagon is not on.
Oh no, that's areola.
Yeah.
And Jupiter was a great answer because that was also what I guessed.
Yeah.
I've narrowed it down to 2.
Have 200 areola points. Glidus, where's this hexagon?
This is the poles of Saturn.
This is on Saturn.
Man, I almost said Saturn. Good work, Glidus.
It's impressive that you got 200 areola points. Most people only get 2.
It's Saturn's nipple. That's the name of the phenomenon going on here.
I was gonna say, how did you know that?
I don't fucking know. If I knew how I knew all the things I knew, I'd know half as many things.
I don't know half of you half as well as I should like, and I like less than half of you half as well as you deserve.
Or do you know twice as many things?
Yeah, but I'd forget a bunch of other things.
That's true.
Hypothetically.
If we're counting these in this way, you would forget some of the things you know, but still know how you know them.
Yeah, true. That'd be confusing.
Man, yeah.
I'm not lost at all. Glidus, where are we going?
Gimme A Man After Midnight, and then give me Music in Theory for 800.
Luciano Berio wrote Sequenza number 3 for his wife to perform a cappella, and without doing this.
Practicing?
That's a good guess.
Oh well.
And also definitely not something I stole from Sideways.
Zach, how you feel about Sequenza number 3?
Wife to perform a cappella without doing this.
This is a good question.
I feel like it's breathing, like you do it all in one breath, like you literally shout.
This is cool. These are pieces that you all should write now.
Yeah, that's another great answer.
It's like the classic a cappella version of You Suffer by Napalm Death, where you just go, ah!
Now, I believe, strictly speaking, a song written for chair would not require breathing.
True.
Just the chair to play on its own?
Yeah.
I once attended a seminar by a composer who had written a concerto for a florist and orchestra. The guy was a kook, but it was really interesting.
I thought theater people were weird.
Oh no.
I'm going to guess without singing.
That is correct.
That's correct. Yeah, that's the right answer. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
We, of course, all know that from our study of Sequenza number 3.
Right.
I know that exactly from one YouTube video that was Sideways' critique of the music from the 2019 Cats movie.
When it's not getting interrupted, Skimbleshank slaps. And do you know why? Do you know why, Tom? If you want to dance, you have to dance to a beat.
I've watched that video like 3 times and I don't remember that.
It's super niche. It's he's talking about music that you can dance to.
No one's ever listened to Barrios Sequenza number 3 and thought, "Oh yeah, Daddy, that's a real toe tapper."
And I was like, "Oh, this would make a good Jeopardy question. People know this, surely."
Yeah.
That Cats movie, that was really good. Everybody liked that one.
Yeah, good movie.
Can I get somebody to clip that, please?
After watching The Wire, I have to say my favorite Idris Elba role is in Cats.
Did you see it before or after they took the buttholes out?
I've never... Actually, no, I did watch it all the way through. It was after they took the buttholes out.
Wait. They released a butthole cut? For real? I thought that. Did that see the light of day?
Yeah.
I thought that got cut before it ever was seen by the public, though.
See, I thought it was cut like the week after.
Oh, that's
now I have
crazy.
to look that up.
I for some reason thought someone cut it like not long before it was released.
Yeah, I thought it was pre-release.
I think we're all in agreement here that we're going to start a petition to release the butthole cut.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds more interesting than whatever they did do.
Yeah. So in the description, you will find...
There's a change.org petition.
There you will find a change.org petition.
I won't rest until I see James Corden's cat butthole.
Can I get that clipped also?
What's crazy is for James Corden. This is, I think, what was controversial about it is because there's nothing really wrong with cat buttholes, but they were using the actors and actresses' actual buttholes.
Yeah. For some reason, Taylor Swift insisted.
Yeah. So they actually, a lot of people don't know this, but all those actors shot the whole scene totally nude, and then they just CGI'd the cat for everywhere but the butthole.
They actually, because they had to put those little tracking dots, they had to have 1,000 of them in your butthole.
Yeah, and they had the cheeks taped.
So you guys remember when I said I was going to cut the animal cruelty jokes?
Does making cats into a movie count as animal cruelty?
And my daddy said, "Don't you cut the butthole cut."
I was going to say, Taylor Swift, I think, is animal cruelty.
I wake up and I have all these piles of dead cats all over the floor.
I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
I don't know whose turn it is.
It's Zach's turn.
It's chaos now, Zach.
Let's do SCPs for 800.
For 800 points.
Object class, safe. SCP-00DY is a male humanoid that exhibits a mild cognitohazardous effect that manifests as a positive and comforting presence. Exposure to this SCP has been used therapeutically by Task Force CA5, codenamed Wilson's Warriors, and Task Force RFR1, codename Box of Chocolates.
So Wilson. So this is Tom Hanks.
This is Tom Hanks. That's correct.
This is Tom Hanks.
Perhaps too expensive of a question, but fun.
Yeah, we love Tom Hanks.
We do. He was in my favorite history podcast. He's a big history buff too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he's just a chill dude, apparently.
Did you guys see the text that was going around between him and his son Chet about the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef?
Was it him getting exposed to him?
It's really funny because Chet Hanks, you guys know about Chet Hanks, surely.
Yeah.
His rapper son, and he uploaded a screenshot of the conversation where he's like, he starts it by saying, my main man Chet, or something like that. My main man, catch me up on this Drake Kendrick Lamar beef, and then Chet Hanks literally just does this wall of text that just never ends, like every point. And then Tom Hanks sends a response that just makes it very clear he didn't read any of it. He says like, oh wow, so who's winning? And then he's like, you didn't read anything I just wrote.
That's great.
Probably how every conversation they've ever had goes.
It's nice to know that Tom Hanks responds in the same way that I do when someone sends me a wall of text.
Yeah, right.
Hold on, now I'm trying to find it to see if I can put it on the screen.
Not to put a pause on Tom Hanks's kids drama.
We'll add it in post.
Yeah. We'll edit it somewhere around here. There'll be
in the description. You'll find a link. To...
Nick, 5 left in regular Jeopardy.
I'm gonna do the SCPs for $1,000.
For 1,000. Bam.
Object Class Euclid. Caution. SCP-13337 is an autonomous entity which uses a complex method to assign value to and distribute human experiences. However, lack of predictability has led researcher Blank to suggest that this SCP may be fictional and all anomalous activity attributed to it is random.
Let me read this one more time. I know how to read technically, like I'm literate. But I don't know if I have like the ability to comprehend what I'm reading. So I'm gonna say, who is Nancy Reagan?
Yes.
Is this the throat goat herself?
Yeah. Nancy Reagan is not what I'm looking for, but I do love that as an answer. Glidus, what do you have?
I'm thinking what is Chat GPT?
Ooh, a good guess. Not what you're on the right track, but that's not what I'm looking for.
Complex method to assign value and distribute human experiences. May be fictional and all anomalous activity attributed to is random. It sounds like you're describing luck, like the concept of luck.
This one is really hard.
I have a guess if
complex method to assign value and distribute human experience. Is this the YouTube algorithm?
This is the YouTube algorithm.
How did you get that?
I was trying to think what's the most arbitrary and frustrating thing I could think of, and I thought of the YouTube algorithm.
Nick, what were you thinking?
I was gonna say God.
I said God. That was my answer.
Yeah, Zach, that's the YouTube algorithm.
It's basically the same.
Who's the researcher?
Researcher redacted is you, by the way, Zach.
I think more YouTubers pray to the algorithm than they do to God.
Yeah.
You know what? The algorithm is answered my prayers occasionally.
All right, in the comments, let us know. Would you rather pray to God or the YouTube algorithm?
In the description, there's a salt circle where you can make a sacrifice to the algorithm.
Yeah, if you pray to the YouTube algorithm, like this video. If you pray to God, share this video. If you're unsure, comment below.
We'll send someone over to your house to assist you. We have a team waiting.
Zach, 3 answers left.
Let's finish out pop culture puns.
For 800.
The host of the one-time talk show, Last Call, is given the opportunity to multiply his points based on a wager of his choice.
Host of the one-time talk show, Last Call, is given the opportunity to multiply his wager of his choice.
This one's good.
Is this the Carson Daily Double?
This is the Carson Daily Double.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That was actually good.
Yeah.
I don't think these are puns. I think they're portmanteaus.
Is the Carson Daily Double also an indie band? Thumbs up or thumbs down?
Yes.
It's the band we form after this stream.
Yeah, we'll all release an album as the Carson Daily Double. It's
Yeah.
a super group that nobody wanted or heard of.
I assembled you all here today specifically to ask for this super group, and now it has a name.
This is like an Avengers meeting. I'm asking you to join a special team of musicians.
Yeah, it's instead of S.H.I.E.L.D., it's going to be the Carson Daily Doubles.
Wow.
I'd actually prefer to be Goose Island.
Hey, editing Mira, coming to you from editing. There was probably 45 minutes of footage that wound up on the cutting room floor, metaphorically speaking. It's not a metaphor. Point is, the guys are really funny. They're really funny. They're really smart. They're really kind. And I am going to be compiling all of that into a second video. And, I hit subscribe, come back, because it's going to be really good, obviously. And let me know in the comments if you want another game show, because it's them you need to convince, not me. I mean, they probably don't need much convincing. You get what I'm saying. But anyway, I need to get back to work, and you need to get back to watching the game. You'll never guess how it ends. I mean, you might, I don't know. When you play the game of Jeopardy, you win or you die. I'm sorry. I'll see myself out.
All right, Nick, where are we going? We got 2 left.
Music theory for 1,000.
All right, for 1,000 points.
Music in theory. Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. What is it?
Yeah.
Yes, that is correct.
Do we want to finish it out for the podcast, folks?
So for those listening as a podcast, Stockhausen is the only modern classical composer to be included among the famous people on the cover of this famous album. And Nick was absolutely correct. That is Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band.
Do I get extra points for pointing him out?
Yeah.
He's like behind the Beatles. Yeah. Was I right?
It's this guy, right?
Yeah, he's the guy behind the Beatles.
I was just playing Jackbox last night, and I know Albert Einstein's also on the cover. I was looking for him.
I think is he in there too? Or he was at one point or something. Am I crazy?
Well, if they put John Lennon on, I guess he is on the table, so...
Yeah, it's true. You think that there's a mix-up and somebody was like, you need to go back in time and shoot this guy, and they like pointed to the wrong person on the...
Yeah.
Oh, before they took off Sgt. Pepper's cover. Okay, so I think it was kind of like the cat buttholes. It was there and then he wasn't.
Release the cut.
Release the cup of Sgt. Pepper. We got to move on.
Okay,
we
yeah.
got to get off of this bit.
All right, let's do it.
All right, Glidus, here we go. Last question.
Okay.
Bonk. This one's tough.
Dun, 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 dun. Ba-dun-dun-dun, da-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun, da-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Why are there 2 quaver rests at the end of that? That's so fucked up. I don't know if I know this song. Do I know this song?
Glidus, I'm going to need an answer.
Yeah, you may not know it, Glidus.
I know this song.
Are you passing, Glidus?
I don't know it.
Zach, you're next in the turn order.
Is this the theme of Spirit Halloween by Nick Lutsko?
This is the theme to Spirit Halloween.
This is the theme for Spirit Halloween. Grandma wet and can't stop screaming. Here's the thing about Spirit Halloween. They got skeletons.
Holy shit, that was the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Sorry, I'm not familiar enough with your work, Nick.
You nailed it, Glidus.
My blood pressure is so high.
I never would have known that in a million years. And then you just did a perfect a cappella cover of it.
That could not have worked out better. Me having to sing it.
That's really funny.
It's a cute melody.
Who wrote the music? Or was that surely that wasn't on Google Images?
Oh yeah, Mira, what happened?
Yeah, so I contacted a friend of mine from college who's like a guitar teacher, and I was like, "Hey, do you know how to write sheet music?" And he was like, "Kinda."
Kinda, indeed.
Well, it was good enough for you to.
Yeah, I read it.
Yeah, you had it.
Absolutely.
I'm pretty sure that Zach had 200 fewer points because he used Google. So I think I will concede victory.
I'm responsible for 75% of the dead horse jokes.
Oh, there were more horse jokes. I forgot.
There's a lot more horse jokes. That's okay. We will beat those in another episode.
Starlight fantasy. It's been too long since I've gotten lost.